everybody, and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I am going to be working on the ice cream shop once again. So last episode I worked on building this really cool colorful window, and I also started doing the walls. So I kind of just continued the same pattern with the window, but for the walls, all made out of concrete. So off camera, I went ahead and finished all of those walls. I also added in this wall, which this is gray concrete right here. And then I've also got terracotta up here. This is light blue terracotta for the ceiling. And then for the floor, I'm going to be using polished diorite. So those are some of the things that I added in off camera. Back here is going to be kind of like where we make all the ice cream. That's going to be the area where we make everything. So I'll give 2 blocks of space back here. So probably right about here is where the counter is going to be. And then all of this space over here, I'm going to put tables. And I might be able to put some tables in out here. So if I go outside, I can maybe build like a little section over on this side and put like some outdoor tables, or maybe putting some benches here. But one of the things I was thinking about adding was putting redstone lamps underneath all of the glass. So I went ahead and just put redstone blocks down underneath all the glass here, just so the lamps will light up. You can use torches. If you get redstone torches, it's a lot cheaper than the full block. But I just use redstone blocks because they're easy to kind of like light up these. But that way at night, there'll hopefully be like a little bit of a glow in the front here. And then I'm just going to cover this with the polished diorite, which this entire section is going to get filled in with diorite. So I'm going to go do that right now. And there we go. I've just finished the entire floor, filled it in with the polished diorite. So now the next thing I need to do is put in the light blue terracotta for the roof. And then all I need to do after that is add in lights. So I'm going to do the same thing with the lamps. So over here in like the coffee shop, I've got a bunch of lamps hanging. So I think I'm just going to do that for in here. I might even use the soul lanterns. Might look pretty cool. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what it looks like afterwards. It's better to use the lanterns because the lanterns will hang down and spread out more light. The thing about the redstone lamps is I feel like they don't really produce a lot of light. They're good for like really low ceilings or like putting them in the floor. But on the roof, if you have a 4-block high ceiling, I feel like the redstone lamps don't really do a lot. So we'll do a demonstration here. Here is 4 blocks of redstone lamps. I'm going to go activate them with the redstone blocks like this, just because that's the only redstone I've got. So there is the light from that. It does a decent amount, but you need a lot of lamps. Now, if I grab a lantern real quick. So here are my lanterns. I've got 2 different ones. I've got the soul lantern, and then I've also got the normal lantern. The soul lantern doesn't really put off a lot of light, it looks like. The normal lantern does a lot more. Now, the cool thing about the lanterns is you can put chains down like this and lower the lantern so that it's closer to the ground. So for this, I think I'm just going to hang them from the ceiling. So I can do 3... yeah, we'll do like 3 lanterns. So every 3 blocks, I'm going to put a lantern like this. I can put 3 lanterns there, and that lights up pretty much this entire area over there. I do also have these lamps, plus the windows, which are adding a lot of light. Over here, I can put probably the same thing, where I do 3 sets of lamps. So if I go every 2 blocks, I can put the redstone lamps in like this. Now, the one thing about the redstone lamps is I do need to get redstone to activate them. The easiest way is to put redstone down instead of using redstone blocks. I would normally use redstone, but I can put 3 of these with like 4 blocks of lamps, or I could do 3 just lanterns. So I think it's better to put the lanterns in. I think it works a lot better. So if I go every 3 blocks like this, put a lantern down, and then get rid of these. Alright, so I've just put in all of the lanterns here, and the place is looking pretty nice. over here, we definitely have a lot more light than like back here. The one thing is I do need to add lanterns in this area. This is completely dark in here, as you can see. So I'm going to put the lanterns in the same spot as they were in the other room. So now this area back here is lit up. And I could actually do a second one to try and help this area, but I don't think it does a good job at really adding any more light. I could even put them on the ground, which will really light up stuff. But I think just putting like a row of lanterns across here should be pretty good. I don't know why the sheep is in here. He just kind of showed up, and he's probably upset because I got rid of all his grass. But he shouldn't really be in here unless he wants ice cream. He might be a little early for ice cream. I don't even have the counter set up yet. But what I want to do now is set up the counter. So I need to figure out which block I'm going to use for that. So I'm going to start off with stone blocks and see how this looks. I think the stone blocks should do pretty good. And I want to do 2 blocks here for the door. So I'm going to do a double door like that. I don't know. Should I put trapdoors here? I could put some trapdoors blocking off this section, but I think it should be fine for now. But the idea for this is I need to get glass. So I need to get just a regular normal glass, and then I need to put that on top of here. And then this also needs glass here, and the stone is going to get changed. So I could use glass panes, but I don't think that's really going to work. I could try it. Let's see what glass panes would look like, but I feel like it might look really odd with them connecting. Alright, so I've got some glass panes here, and I want to see how it would look if I were to replace these with glass panes. It does connect. Now, does it connect the cauldrons? Okay, it doesn't. So it doesn't actually connect to the cauldrons, which is good, because that's what I'm going to be using for the counter here. So I'm going to do cauldrons all the way along here. I was going to do them like every other block, but I think it might be better just to do a bunch of cauldrons like that. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to do every other block. So I'm going to do stone, and then I'll put a cauldron. I'll just keep alternating the blocks. The one thing is the glass is going to connect, so it's going to look a little weird. But I can do the edges here. So if I just change this up a little bit, I want to have a block of space here so that the glass doesn't connect. I could just do like another block. You could do double blocks like that. I think will be the best. Alright, so the way this is going to work is I'm going to fill up all of these cauldrons with water. So we're going to fill them all up like this. And now all of the cauldrons are full with water. Now what I can do is I can add dye to the water, and it'll change the colors. So this is kind of a gray. I was hoping it would look more white for like a vanilla flavor. We can put this one as like orange. We can have this one as like cherry. And then this will be like chocolate. And the other cool thing you can do is you can also combine the colors. So we've got cherry over there, which is just red. But if I add a little bit of white, it kind of changes the color so that it's like a lighter red. So this could be like raspberry or something. And you could just kind of like mix the colors together to make other colors. Like I can add orange. It actually kind of overtakes the red. But you can combine different colors together. Like maybe brown and red. Now, you gotta find like the right combinations. But you can kind of change the colors of these to add more flavors. Now, right now, there's not a lot of cauldrons. So you can change them. This will be what we call flavoring. So this is going to be part of like the ingredients. So in the back, I'm going to put like a chest full of the flavoring. And then you just kind of add this to the cauldrons to get whatever flavor of ice cream you want. Now, the one thing is I wanted to put glass on top of here to kind of like keep it like in like a little freezer section. But I think it might be better to leave it open possibly. Because I think you can technically still grab the like water out of the cauldron, even if it's like being blocked by a glass block like this. If I put a glass block on top of it, I think you can still grab it from like this side, but the block is on top of it. You can't really scoop the ice cream out of here when the block is on top of it. So I think what I might do is I might get rid of the glass entirely. We're just going to get rid of the whole glass idea. And then I might also add in more cauldrons because I want to get some more flavors. This is not enough flavors for this place. So I'm going to get a bunch of cauldrons here so we can have many different flavors of ice cream. And then over here, I'm going to change this one so that there's... You know what, I'll put one block of stone at the end here. Because I do actually need to put a spot for a register. So I think we're going to put the cash register right here. So I'll do 2 blocks. And then the rest of these can get filled up with some more water. And you can use any of the dyes. So if I just clear my inventory real quick and grab a bunch of dyes. Alright, so I've just got a bunch of different flavorings here. So we could have maybe like some blueberry. We can get like a lime. And then maybe cyan with a little bit of yellow. Now, let's just do cyan with maybe some white. Yeah, I'm not really sure. You can kind of like change all of the different colors. Over here, I don't think, if I use light blue? No, I haven't used light blue. But we can put like a bunch of different flavors like this. So now you can kind of just scoop out the ice cream from each one of these cauldrons. And then back here, I'm going to put a bunch of the flavoring in like a little chest area. I might make like a cool like freezer section maybe back here to keep all the ingredients. And then over here, I'll put like a little register over there. So now to get the ice cream out, I don't know if a bottle will work, but let's test it. Okay, it does work. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to use a bottle to kind of like get the ice cream out. And as you can see, it takes all of the water out of the cauldron. So that would be kind of like taking scoops out. So you can get like 3 scoops per thing. Now, technically the glass bottle doesn't change to like red or pink or whatever color you grab. It always changes to blue because that's just what a regular water bottle looks like. But it does kind of give the effect of you're scooping ice cream out of the cauldrons. And you can have them at like different levels. So you could have some of them full. Some of them could have like 1, maybe 2 scoops because everyone likes vanilla. So it's like really low. You can have different levels of like the ice cream. So that's the one cool thing about these. And then to fill them up, all you gotta do is just fill them with the bucket of water and then add the dyes back in. And then you can fill up all the cauldrons with your ice cream. So I think that's going to be the easiest way to kind of set this up. So next episode, I'm going to work on putting in all the storage, adding all the bottles, and putting in some seats. And also setting up the back kitchen area back there. And hopefully we can get this place working by next episode. So I'm going to go and end the episode here. So make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.